I hear a lot of people give Brock Lesnar crap because they believe he does it for the money and not for the love of the business. Now, I know Brock is a friend of yours, but could you give your thoughts if you know whether Brock does this for the money or for the love of wrestling? You know what? I've often thought about people's motivation for getting into the business of pro wrestling. Many of my best friends absolutely love the business and just wanted to be pro wrestlers. But, you've got to understand the business aspect of it because when doing this, you're doing it to pay the bills. So there is the business side of it. It's always fun to talk to guys who are just so passionate about it. And because it's such a big part of your life, when you're around guys in the business, really that's all you really ever talk about. But there is also people who just do the business, professional wrestling, because it's for the money and it's all about the business and not necessarily a quote-unquote love or passion for it. And I'm always kind of leaning towards the people who want to be in the business because they love it, but I totally understand anybody's mindset that, hey, if I can attack or approach this line of work to make this kind of money and be good at it, and not be in love with it and just do it for the dollar signs, I'm 100% okay with that because it's a means to an end. And not everybody that goes to work and punches a time clock, not everybody that does that loves what they do, but they do it because they need to pay the gimmicks they send in the mail. So I don't know how Brock truly feels about the business. I don't know that he loves it to death. I don't know that he's ambivalent towards it. I tend to think he does love the business, but Brock's approach is a very serious approach, and it's one that works for him. At the end of the day, he signed a contract to fulfill X amount of dates for X amount of dollars, and he does that. So he's living up to his contract. He meets all of his demands, and that's all he's supposed to do. He's doing what he negotiated on that piece of paper. I cannot hold or find fault with that. I would tend to think that just the competitive person that Brock is, I do think he loves the business, but he's going to go about showing that or not showing that in the way that Brock sees fit. And the approach that he's taken is a very business-like stance, and I can appreciate that as well. So you always want to think that everybody loves what they do. Some people just do it because that's how it is. And so whether he loves the business or not, I don't really know. I tend to think that he does, but whether he does or he doesn't, as long as when he goes out to a WWE ring and gives it his all, he's fulfilling his contractual obligations, and that is what he has signed up to do. And in my opinion, that's what he's doing.